Hi.
Hi, I'm Taylor Smurl.
And I'm Liz June.
And this is Neat. So over on the podcast, we talked about some religious, boozy, prohibition hijinks, I guess.
Yeah, sure. That's what we're calling it.
Yeah.
They're hijinks. Specific religious exemptions. I don't know why I said it that way. Exemptions. Some religious exemptions made it possible for sacramental wine to enter the bootlegging sector of the Prohibition era. Ha! Jazz hands. We are going to be making some cocktails based on some of those hijinks, as we said.
Yes. So we got 2 drinks planned. We talked about both the Jewish religion and the Catholic religion, so we kind of got one to pay homage to each.
Great.
Why not? So we're gonna start over here with, what are we calling this one?
This is the Orthodox Sour.
This drink is patterned a little bit after something called a New York Sour, if you've heard of it. What a New York Sour is basically your basic whiskey sour recipe, just topped with a little red wine on top. So it's whiskey, lemon, some sort of syrup, and then red wine. We're gonna be using Manischewitz Wine, Concord grape. So because the stuff is so sweet, we're just gonna cut out the syrup that's usually in, or the sweetener that's usually in a whiskey sour, and just do a heavier pour of this. So it's just gonna be the Manischewitz, some whiskey, some lemon juice. I've got just a little bit of syrup going in there, and some bitters.
Great.
So we got 2 ounces of our Manischewitz wine. So it's just candy.
Yeah,
Bizarre.
it's really sweet.
It's 11% alcohol.
Yeah, it's pretty strong too. Yeah, I wouldn't expect that. I mean, that's comparable to any other bottle of wine, really.
Yeah.
But it tastes like juice. Tastes like grape juice. Dangerous.
We do 1.5 ounces of bourbon.
Bourbon. Did you ever think that we'd be making a wine and bourbon cocktail on this?
I don't know. I mean,
I didn't.
I knew all kinds of weird stuff.
I didn't know.
That's something that I've probably done before this. Like, you know what I thought of? And then it was terrible. But this one hopefully won't be.
Okay. I don't think it will be.
You have to make lots of bad drinks before you figure out how to make good drinks. Let's do 3/4 ounces of lemon juice.
Limon.
And then some bitters.
Just a few bloops.
A few bloops. Running away. Yeah, so like I mentioned, it just needs a touch of sugar. I'm just gonna do like a little 1/2 ounce of syrup.
Nice. And that's just your basic simple?
Well, basic simple would work fine. This happens to be a cinnamon syrup because I had some in the fridge ready to go. But any sort of simple syrup, demerara syrup, agave, honey, whatever you want to use would work fine in here.
Hey, if you've made some of those infused syrups that we've shown you how to do and you want to play around with that, be my guest. Use whatever you like. Ooh. That's cute.
Pretty jelly. A little lemon guy as a garnish.
Put a little lemon guy in there.
A little lemon guy.
So cute. Aww. So pretty. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's really nice.
You like it?
It's like, do you want to try a little bit?
Yeah, it's still my dry January, but I am permitting myself sips on camera.
Just a little sip. It's funny because I know like the cinnamon syrup wasn't really intentional, but because it is a spice, it works nice and it makes it kind of like a cold mulled wine.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's nice, yeah. There we go.
Not dry January for me.
Our Manischewitz wine cocktail. All right, so next we have our Catholic cocktail. What do we call this?
We're calling this one
the Archbishop.
The Archbishop.
Now there is actually a cocktail family called Bishops. They're usually made with like a port or wine base that's infused with herbs. So we're kind of hitting around that with this. This is a loose interpretation of a bishop, but yeah. So we're gonna start with just a little bit of rosemary that Liz is gonna muddle in the bottom of her tin. This is the other side of the muddle. Usually is all you get the job done. Just,
I don't know why I thought that was the side I use.
Kind of looks like it's got a handle on it. I understand.
Whatever. It just looks like a stick to me.
Yeah.
Is that good?
That's good.
Okay.
Now we do have, our next ingredient is going to be just like 1 or 2 drops of a frankincense essence. Now here's an important thing. There's a lot of frankincense essential oils on the internet. You don't want to consume those.
No, you don't want to get those anywhere near your mouth.
No.
I don't know if this needs to be said, but just in case, don't drink essential oils.
No. I will link below to the website that I recommend where you can get like things like frankincense that are kind of weird to work with. It's hard to kind of find them in their raw state. There's a really good website that makes like edible essences for things like this that you can use that I'll link down below. But you definitely want to make sure that you're using something that is at a food grade or at a consumption grade.
Safe to consume.
Yeah.
Yeah, safe to put in your body.
All right.
So just put a few drops in there.
Yep.
That's it.
Then you're gonna do an ounce of Lillet.
Great.
So we wanted to keep those with some sort of wine base in them. Lillet is an aromatized wine or a wine that's been like infused with aromatics.
That is an ounce, right?
Yep.
Okay. I haven't been back here in a while. Forgot all my bartending.
I feel like for a minute there I started making all the cocktails. I didn't mean to, it just started happening.
It was just
let it happen.
Whatever, it was faster. I mean, I like doing it.
Well,
Thanks for letting me do some.
Of course. Then you're gonna do a ½ ounce of your yellow chartreuse there. We wanted to include the yellow chartreuse because chartreuse is made by monks. We'll have to come back and do an episode on chartreuse.
Oh, we will. We
cool.
talked about it for a while.
Yeah.
It's just, we wanted to do this one this week because it's the 100th anniversary of the start of Prohibition that we're just recognizing, as we said in the podcast. We're not celebrating it.
We're just, it happened.
It did.
And then an ounce of your Mezcal. Mezcals can be expensive, and so you don't always feel great about putting them in cocktails. I totally understand. This one that Liz is using is really great. It's by Del Maguey, which makes some of the best mezcals, in my opinion. But the Vita specifically is, I don't want to say diluted. It is, but it's just proofed down to a slightly like more on par percentage. I think it's 40%. But it's just, they just designed a mezcal specifically to be in an affordable cocktail range. So it's really nice to work with. It still has a ton of flavor, a ton of character.
Yeah, it's smoky.
But you won't feel sad putting it in a drink because it's not like an $80 bottle of mezcal that you're mixing with lime juice.
Good, good.
All right, so speaking of lime juice, up front you've got, that's your pineapple and that's your lime. So you're gonna do a ½ ounce of lime and then an ounce of pineapple.
Great. Woo.
There you go.
½ ounce of lime. I realized I don't have a consistent hand that I use for pouring or receiving.
Weird.
I kind of switch back and forth. Maybe I just haven't found my rhythm yet. I don't know if that's a good thing. It's probably not good.
I mean, most people I feel like pour with their dominant hand and jigger with their non-dominant hand.
I just noticed on this episode that I've been switching back and forth. It's just whichever hand grabs whatever.
Now that I think of it, I can definitely say that I always jigger with my left hand. But
Do you know any ambidextrous bartenders?
I mean, like anything else in bartending, I feel like most people have some sort of very long speech they'll give you about why one way is right or the other, or why you should do both. But I'm sure that there's every way is the only way in somebody's mind, I'm sure.
Sure. How much pineapple juice am I adding to this again?
What else?
1 ounce. Great. Okay.
All right, ice it up and shake it up.
Nice. Okay. Oh man, I hope I didn't put too much frankincense in there.
Maybe.
Maybe. Feels cold.
Great. You get it?
Mm-hmm. Can I have that rag? It's just condensation, you know? Stop. There we go. I got it.
Nice.
Don't laugh at me.
I see you put a hat on upside down. So it's called a hat.
Nice.
Whoa!
I know.
It's a pour line.
Well, there you go. Should I put a little sprig of...
Yeah, but we got a fun thing we're gonna do with it. Get a good one. Get a nice good one. Not that.
Okay.
Not that one. All right. So this is full of super high overproof spirit.
Great.
So what we're gonna do?
We're gonna dip it.
We're gonna just soak our rosemary in our crazy high octane rectified spirit.
Fun. I'm really excited. Ooh, smoky rosemary.
So close to my fingers, but not on my fingers.
You just gonna let it burn down? Okay, cool.
There we go.
Ooh, oh wow.
Now you get the aromatics.
I don't know if you guys caught this, but we put frankincense in here. We lit something on fire. It's supposed to be like a little nod to the incense ball.
Yes.
That we didn't look up what it's actually called, but you know what we're talking about.
Little Catholic mass, complete with the drink.
Yes. That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I didn't put too much frankincense.
No.
I was worried. I was worried.
I didn't know you could. I didn't even know you could use frankincense in culinary ways. I was watching the second season of Zumbo's Great Desserts or whatever that is, and he used it in a thing, which led me down the path to finding this. So hey.
I'm so glad you found it. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe and like it. Leave us a comment if you want. Thank you to ABSRDST for our theme music, and thank you for watching.
Well, I've been Taylor Smurl.
And I've been Liz June.
And this has been
Neve. Bye.
Go to church.
Or don't. You know, just say you're a rabbi. That's fine. I mean, it's not fine. Don't do that. But that's what they did.
Enjoy.
Oh, thanks. I'm gonna drink these all by myself now. No, I'm not. I don't know what to do with these. Okay.